This Bronco has been stuck on a sandbar for days. Yeah. Ooh, he was trying to be real Bronco. He went. Yeah. He went. You never go full Bronco. He went all the way with it.
Well, he didn't get the Everglades edition.
Well, I don't think that would have saved him here, would it?
No, it wouldn't.
Shout out MC Dumbass.
This happened in the States where, I guess, obviously low tide.
This wasn't you, right? Well,
no.
Good, thank God.
Low tide, people started to do donuts around the lake, thinking that they can get away with it. But unfortunately, the tide came back.
Oh, did it ever?
Luckily, there's no one got hurt. The driver just escaped, kind of swam back to shore.
Right.
And left his Bronco.
What a rough swim. What a rough swim that would be.
But this keeps happening. I don't know why. Like, people just decide, like, oh, they can just drive in the middle of the lake and, like, just stay there. And then later throughout the day, the water just keeps coming back. And then they get confused. And
somebody just said the drain plugs didn't save them.
No. Unfortunately, no.
Vin, have you been following the Bronco saga here at the show, like with Will? You know that he ordered one finally. He sees himself as a Bronco guy.
Will?
I put a deposit.
Is that refundable? Okay.
You're trying to talk him out of it?
I just...
do you have another recommendation for him?
I'm all ears.
He's waiting, but he really felt that for his lifestyle, it did everything the way he envisions himself.
Well,
like with the dog, and it has drain plugs. He can hose the interior. It's a marine grade vinyl. He's going to take the top off. He's going to be wearing a t-shirt.
I think
tanning.
Toyota is making a new. What's
the Corolla?
No, the FJ Cruiser.
FJ Cruiser.
The one they discontinued. They're like $60,000.
No,
now
he can't wait. He can't wait that long. The guy has been going on this thing. You have no idea the rabbit hole he's been down.
It's just Toyota is so good, I think. Actually,
you don't have to talk to Will about Toyota. He's Mr. Toyota.
I know. Eh.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Vin. But where did your recent Toyota come from? Your love of Toyota. This is not a thing that you've spread previous. Toyota love?
Reliability. It's just, I think it's so proven.
And
the
price.
Yeah. For what you get.
I feel like when it comes to SUVs, Toyotas are a little bit pricey, no? Certainly when you start looking at that 4Runner, spend some money on that.
Well, how much is a Bronco?
Well, we have an entire 30-minute clip on
go watch that one.
Will's specification. He's been lamenting this thing forever.
Over 50?
Over 50, yeah. It's 60.
60.
Inflation, though, then. Go do a spec. You'll see. Doesn't,
Well, you would have been then...
$26 tacos, $60,000 Bronco.
Comparing with like a Toyota...
Like a 4Runner?
4Runner TRD?
TRD Pro, I believe, is 65, 70.
You just pushed all Will's buttons there.
Yeah.
What? And
bad gas mileage. Very bad. Very old.
Yeah.
Old car. They haven't updated it.
Not a lot of tech in there.
They haven't updated it.
Trust me, I really like a 4Runner. It's really nice.
He was actually on the 4Runner prior to the Bronco. But Toyota is so slow to update their products.
And also the gas thing.
Yes.
I did mention, within a couple of years, gas is going to be pretty high and lower variety of gas cars.
The RAV4 Prime.
Get out of here.
300 horsepower.
He's not getting a RAV4 Prime. He can't do it.
RAV4s are nice too.
Show it to me. Show me the RAV4 Prime.
It's 300 horsepower.
No, Vin.
Well, it's a RAV4.
Vin. This guy is talking about being off-road,
Okay,
off-grid.
but the only other one, if you wanted to, you could do the Honda Passport.
No, Vin. The package he bought for the Bronco is vinyl seats and plastic floors that he can hose the whole thing. He wants like dirty, muddy. Like this is a vision he has. He has a vision. He doesn't.
Is it your first Ford?
Yeah.
Well, you'll know soon enough.
Why? There's problems with it?
I'll tell. We don't have to talk.
We are talking.
No, but
go ahead, Vin.
Well, I'm not. Oh, I can't even. Anyways, my next. I think I'll go Toyota.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Which Toyota?
I think in 2 years something cool will happen. I can't do. It's something in between the size of a RAV4 and 4Runner.
Ooh, Jameson in the chat says, "Don't you dare talk Will out of his Bronco." Speaking directly to you, Vin.
Well,
you don't understand how important the Bronco, as far as like a character on the show. You don't understand the identity crisis Will went through. He had to determine if he was
old IS 300, 320,000 kilometers.
Are you talking about a Lexus now?
Well, Toyota.
Sure, but
how many kilometers are on your Toyota right now?
Probably 160.
Okay.
Listen, we don't need to explain to the world reliability of Toyota. Nobody needs to hear. Yeah, nobody needs to hear that. Everybody knows that.
All right.
There is no Bronco at Toyota right now. If there was a Toyota Bronco, for sure he'd be considering it.
Toyota sold one brand new FJ Cruiser last year. I think they still sell them in Saudi Arabia.
He's not. This is complicated what you're making him do here. He's got to get an old FJ Cruiser now? You know what the tech is like in there?
These are reselling now for like 60 grand.
So he's going to listen to FM radio in a 2014? Come on. You can't compare that to a brand new Bronco. You can't. I mean, it's just not the same market. It is cool, but it's just not the same thing.
Well, I think they're doing it again. If they do it, that's my direction.
If you want to know EV, you're gonna get EV.
I'm still thinking, but my ultimate fantasy, if they because you can get a 2-door Land Cruiser in parts of Asia.
Vin, where are you going off road, sir?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does matter.
If I don't need full off-road, but
you're talking about off-road vehicles right now.
Why not a Jeep? No?
It was.
No, he's talking about like a Rubicon.
No.
Yeah. It's like a basic Wrangler.
They made a special edition one in China. It looked cool, but a drag. I can't. It's what? Why am I? Well,
go ahead, then. Go ahead.
It's like. Actually, you know what?
All of a sudden, you're going off road. All of a sudden, you're going off road now. And I want to know how that happened.
I like the ability.
Will decides to go off-road. You talk crap about his Bronco, and then you're going off-road 5 minutes later.
If you go back and look at just whoever's winning the Dakar or those,
like
it's the modified,
like Baja
California.
races.
Yeah. Those Actually, there was I forget what it was, but. I don't know. Keep an eye. What's
going on?
when do you have to make a decision on this?
What are you talking about? He put a deposit on a Bronco that he had previously been lamenting for at least 6 months, maybe a year.
Well, the dilemma is it's probably going to be like over a year.
When do you have to be final about it? Like, when do they ask for the last payment or whatever?
I believe right before they start building it.
So, like, in 3 months?
Like, if it's
or
in
something?
like the build schedule, I think they'll let me know.
And that could be like 2 months, 4 months,
Well, they say at least a year.
I don't think.
Oh, at least a year before you even.
Before it gets built.
Oh, you got time. Stuff will happen by then.
Guys,
I mean, I don't.
There is no equivalent product to what he purchased or what he put a down payment. No, nothing.
Coming. Everyone's doing it.
Let me tell you something.
Everyone is doing it now. Subaru's doing the new rugged off-road
Get out of here,
version.
Subaru.
Well,
He can take the roof off. He can take the entire roof off of this car. He has a convertible SUV. The only other one that I'm aware of that's 2022 model year is going to be a Jeep. And the Jeep, we all know it's been the same classic styling for however long. It doesn't really feel new for him to go spend 60 grand. The Bronco, on the other hand, you can see them out in the road. You notice them, man. You're like, damn.
Yeah.
That's especially the real Bronco, not the Bronco Sport. You may be confused, Vin.
No.
You're seeing the Bronco Sport out there. You're not seeing as many full-out Broncos like what Willie Do ordered. He ordered the real Bronco. This is a proper off-road machine. And you're talking about Ford. I've had how many Ford F-150s? I did no problems on those.
Well, then why not?
Ford knows about trucks.
How much is Raptor doing a Bronco or no?
You mean is Ford doing
a
Raptor Bronco? They are. It costs $1 billion. He's not in the market. It's going to cost a lot.
Over 100?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah. And good luck getting one. Well, we're talking in Canadian dollars as well. This thing's a beast. I mean, look at the picture above that, Will. That's real. Look at the axle in the back. That's off-road, dude. That's not a RAV4, Vin.
No, but that was my level of off-road. I'm happy with. Well, I wouldn't do the TRD RAV4. I wouldn't if I'm gonna something in between RAV4 and 4Runner. It doesn't exist yet, but I think it's coming.
Well, I mean, this thing is selling like crazy. Not the Raptor model, which will is also, but just the.
Oh, there, 82. Well, they had a 82.5.
Yeah, US. Yeah, it'd be over 100 grand here. But the Bronco that he got is maybe the most capable vehicle he can get for the money that isn't a Jeep. Period. With everything modern that you want in it and with a removable top. He could get maybe some old Land Rover or some old...
Have you been happy
with...
Like
a Defender or something.
Yeah, but that's insane.
Expensive.
That is literally insane. That you're driving a class... What are you doing at that point?
Yeah.
You can get the... I think you can get the old... I think it was the old...
Jennifer in the chat says it doesn't exist yet, LOL.
What doesn't?
When you were like the ultimate car that you need to buy, it just doesn't exist yet. It's like, that's not very helpful, Vin.
Hey, I was going this direction for like the last 5 years.
What direction?
Everyone else is now, it's like the semi-rugged, mid-sized SUV, somewhere between 250 to 300 horsepower. What's the horsepower on the Bronco?
215, 230.
Really?
Yeah.
It's very fuel efficient. That's what he wants. He's not trying to fly out there. I mean, if you want the horsepower, you get the Raptor model. What does that have?
215 to 230.
450?
Yeah.
Does his Raptor model have 450?
But I would get the 2.3 liter engine. I think there's a 2.7.
He intentionally chose the fuel efficient model.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On a vehicle like this, that might be okay. You know, you're choosing fuel consumption versus responsiveness, but you're already in a relatively heavy vehicle. You know?
The thing's almost 5,000 pounds.
Yeah, so whatever. I mean, you're fine to get up to speed. The key is he can take the top off. That's been a huge deal for him.
But how has your experience been with Toyota?
It's been good. It's very reliable.
I know. It's just,
I haven't had any major problems with it.
I know. And that's a luxury.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can go to like any dealership and then they can just...
Oh, yeah. Parts all over.
Yeah. It's very convenient.
Yeah.
I hear you on that side.
You got time, Will. You got time.
Yeah, but you've given him no good suggestions.
I don't. It'll come up. It'll show its.
It won't.
It's fit. Yeah, it will.
Give him a convertible SUV that can actually off-road. Go ahead. Go ahead. With drain plugs. Go ahead, Vin.
Well, drain plugs are key.
You're not going to find it. This is...
I don't know.
Exactly. It's such a rare thing. And I had my own like stint about it. I can't believe like no other cars have it.
You're talking like water getting in.
Like, you can literally just hose down the interior, the floor.
Oh.
No, and the seats. If they're vinyl, if they're marine vinyl.
Sure, yeah.
Because he's sick of the dog hair and the mud and tracking and
just the salt.
He's just done with it.
Terrible.
He's done with it. He's going full rugged. And Ford knows that there's some people like that. And they made so many damn Bronco trim options that you can do it any way you want, like he did. Like when you first log onto that page, Vin is going to be in shock. Show him the order page. No. Well, not the full spec, but just the initial phase where you pick whatever, the first step of the trim.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Starting at 30 grand.
The FJ Cruiser might have had something
starting
like
at 30 grand US, but look at this. Base, Big Bend, Black Diamond, Outer Banks, and they are substantially different at each one. And Will's an expert in this. Badlands, Wild Track.
Oh, they have the Everglades now.
See what's
it's available.
See what's going
and the
on?
Raptor. Oh.
See what's going on?
Raptor's not that bad. Starting at 68 US.
Yeah, well, you go in and you start doing what you would do to it.
Base. Raptor base.
Raptor base. What are you talking about, Raptor base?
Whatever the heck.
Click on it, Will. Click on it. No one's getting it for 68. Wait till you see the dealer markups and everything else. Look at that little guy.
That's the best.
Well, this is the 2-door.
Look at that. No, that's a 4-door.
Oh, it's a 4. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Look at that little guy. No, you can't get the Raptor in 2-door.
Right.
Look at that little guy. I mean, that's
fun.
That is a little fun machine. Those are my wheels that I have on the truck on the
Beadlock
F-150 Raptor. I have those exact wheels. And you get the hard roof, which is the one you want, right?
Mm-hmm. Not a lot of options here.
Well, because it pretty much has, I think a lot of the options are pre-selected here. Are they not?
I guess so, eh?
Well, your price went up on the wheels. Oh, marine grade vinyl included. That's what you want. But if you want leather, you go to it's going to cost you another $2,500. But then again, you got the full off-road lifestyle. You're just going with the vinyl. But Will's going to try to spec it max right now. And we're going to get that price up.
Well, I can really spec it out by getting all the extras.
No, if you don't need them, then I'd go as close to base as possible and then see what the price difference is on whatever.
It's going to be $100,000 in Canada. That's it. That's the bottom line. He doesn't need that. I'm just saying I know it's a fun thing to look at, but the actual price to performance ratio, it's not twice the car that he bought. I realize it's fun. We all know that. But his spec is very well thought out. You can't compare. He's got this up to 80,000 US now.
Yeah, it's only $1,300 a month.
Vin, get out of here. You went from no Bronco to now a Raptor Bronco?
I'd be fine with the Raptor.
What is this story arc going on? Anyway, listen, Will, don't let him get in your way. Don't let this phase you. There is no other vehicle that's going to fit your vision with the top off and your own top off.
My own top. Oh,
double tops off.
pretty enticing.
Sun tanning out there.
Yeah.
Just don't do this though. Don't put yourself in a lake. Don't over Bronco like a lot of people are doing. A lot of people they're new to this lifestyle. You know, the Bronco lifestyle. They're new to it. And they overdo it.
Yeah.
So you got to take it one step at a time as you go adventure in this thing for your own safety and the safety of this Bronco, which has been a long time coming.
Yeah. So are we going to get back to that?
That's what I'm saying. Oh, do you have more to say on this topic?
Well, yeah, because it's, you know, you don't often see a car in like the middle of the lake. You'll probably see it like near the shore. But the fact that this car with this drone footage, you can kind of see it's literally right in the middle of like this lake. Probably like a couple hundred meters around. And there's difficulty in retrieving cars like this because, first of all, the car is really heavy. And second of all, it's not like under water. It's like kind of floating, which is also a problem because you would want to have it like upright as possible so you can tow it. And at this point, they tried to tow it out of the water and broke like the cable.
Right.
So
it's so much resistance.
They also
what I don't understand is and I'm sure somebody who's local there knows better than I would, but the water was obviously down when the vehicle went out there.
It was really low apparently.
So is that not a thing that happens frequently, or was that like a freak occurrence and now the water's going to be up for a while, I guess?
Well, yeah, you know what? I really don't know. I think it comes up here and there. And that's why people do it so often. Like this, like trying to get to these sandbars. And then all of a sudden, it's like a groundswell of water. And then they have to escape. And their car is trapped.
Yeah.
But it just looks weird.
Oh, definitely.
You know? Like you can, like the lake is kind of clear so you can see the body of the car as well.
Yeah.
Like in the water.
So where is this exactly? Oh, they did get it out.
Yeah, eventually, yeah.
Oh, cool.
This is in Jersey.
Oh, there's the cable snapping.
Or around there.
The cable snapped and it was almost out at that point. I guess it's just the sand and whatnot.
Yeah.
I think the guy went too far. He hit it too hard.
Hit it too hard.
Yeah.
Wow. Crazy. Posted on Everyday Drones on YouTube. Name of the channel. Just picking up the happenings of life. Everyday Drones.
Yeah. And if this was any other car, I wouldn't really pick this story. But
since it's your beloved.
Unfortunately, it happened to be a Bronco.
It's a warning.
Yeah.
Never over Bronco. Know your limitations.
Yeah.